actually has Fritos, fried onions, and all this over there. And we wonder why our cholesterol is so high and we having so many premature heart attacks. This again is just not good. So these are the things we have. The other way we went wrong is, do y'all know that in the old days the ladies used to whip up and beat everything they used to cook? We don't even do that anymore. Guess what? It's all automated. We have electric, what they call it, blenders and beaters and all that. My grandmother, I would just watch her with her little bowl right here, just and see all the exercise her arm was getting. Now you just put it on something, push a button, bam, and it's done. You could not teach a young, well, you can't teach young people how to cook because they can't. And you can't tell them about these old gadgets, because even if they tried to cook, anything you want to cook, you can just get it automated. Just put it through a blender and just do that. I had a patient tell me, she said, you know, Dr. Walker, I'm trying to marry this guy. He really likes me. I mean, he really likes me. I said, what is it he like about you so much? He said he loves a woman gonna cook. And I told him I knew how to cook. And I'm cooking for him tonight. I said, oh. I said, let me help you with your recipe. Because I help my patients all phases. The personal life, the financial life, the medical life, it doesn't matter. Because I found out being a doctor, all of those things impact your health care. You're not going to take my medicine if you ain't got it. You don't have the money to go pick it up. I can write you 5 prescriptions. All you're going to do is stick them in the bottom of your purse, and when you come back to me, you're going to say, well, I didn't take them because I didn't have them. So I have to make sure you can even afford to get them, and not we got ways to help you get that too. So I said, what's on your menu? She said, Dr. Walker, I've been to the store, and I'm feeding him chicken and dressing. She said, I got mine. Dressing right here. She said, I'm fixing him that. And she said, I'm making him some cornbread. And she said, and it's going to be jiffy. People love sweet jiffy cornbread. But she said, but he's going to marry me. I said, yes, ma'am. I said, good luck. She haven't brought him up yet, and I haven't either. You know how you just let things die? I just let that one die. So we don't know what happened with that one. So everything, all our food, and let me tell you something else. It's a fast food restaurant. Have y'all noticed this? On every corner in America. Fast food. And people say, oh, I don't have time. I have to eat fast food, Dr. Walker, because I don't have time to cook. I'm busy. I got 2 jobs. I got kids. I'm a single parent. You know the fastest food in the world is to run yourself into one of these stores and grab you a bag of apples and some oranges and run yourself through the speedy checkout. Now that's fast food. That is fast food right there. So we have got to get ourselves off of all this fast food. That's terrible. And then the other thing is, not only is the food plentiful and it's everywhere you look, it is not healthy. You all need to know a lot of people in America that have a lot of the restaurants, they don't eat the stuff we eat. They don't eat what they serve us. They serve us one thing, but if you go watch their little place, they'll look a little healthier than what you eat, and y'all all know what I'm talking about. So just be cognizant when you eat out. I don't mind you eating out, but limit when you eat out. Try your best to eat fresh. Try, if you can't do fresh, do frozen, which is best. Do canned last. Did y'all know canned foods can stay on the shelf 2 or 3 years and still be edible? Expiration date could be the year 15. Who want to eat a string bean picked 5 years ago? To me in my mind, that's just not sinking. You know, I just don't want that string bean. So try to eat fresh and then frozen. A lot of times people talk about the cost and they say, oh, Dr. Walker, it's so expensive I can't get it. A lot of the stores in wards now, they're doing these things called 10 for 10. So whenever you see them with the vegetables, 10 for 10 and all, just go stock up on them and freeze them. If they're not already froze, you know, just rinse them and put them in the little bags and keep them for future. But I got to increase your intake of fresh fruits and vegetables. Leave the canned stuff on the shelf. I tell my patients, when you walk in the grocery store, they're real smart. Guess what? The first thing you see to the right of every grocery store, you see fruits and vegetables, the produce department. So I tell my patients, I said, let me tell you something. They trick you. They got the fruits and vegetables first, but on the other side of the store, they got the milk and eggs, because they want you to travel through the store, and all the fattening good stuff they want you to get is in the aisles. So you're in there hungry, you haven't eaten for 3 or 4 hours, there go the leftover fried chicken in bags for $3.99, with a little bag of lettuce next to it as you try to make your way to get your milk and your eggs. case. So what I tell my patients, one, never go to a grocery store hungry, because you're going to buy everything in there. Everything look good to you, and when you come out, you went in there for 3 things. And when you come out the store, you got about 10 bags in your buggy. Never, ever do that. And the other thing I tell my patients is try to shop from the produce department. And once you leave out there, you really should be heading yourself out the store. It's really not much up and down the aisles you need. It's really not. Because most of the things up and down the aisles of all the major supermarkets in America is either canned in a box. And you don't need it. And you can go and get a little fish out the fish department, but still they'll be on your way on out the door. I tell my patients, I say, I better not catch y'all in that store with a bag full of all that junk, up and down cruising, up and down the grocery store line, just throwing stuff in your buggy. I said, I'm going to make you real shame in that store. I said, so please don't do that. Don't do it. So always remember, produce department first. The other thing is, get plenty of water. I love water. I'm going to tell you about, most of my patients know about myself and water. The other thing that happened to us was not only the food plentiful, but it's bad food. So I'm not saying plentiful in the food your great-grandmama grew and all that. I'm talking about bad with the pesticides and all this stuff going. It's so much stuff in pesticides, it's even arsenic in pesticides. Did y'all know that? Right. It's embalming fluid in pesticides. So if you wake up one day and you feel a little stiff, okay, you think that don't mean husband and wife doing a little something to you? It just may be that what you eat is loaded with those pesticides. So you got to be cognizant of what you put in your body. The human body is the temple of God. God lives in there. Why y'all dumping all that stuff on God? This is terrible. This is not good. So that's the other thing. The other thing that happened is, you know what? Our pastime, gossip, has just become the favorite indoor sport of Christians. Meaning we're not getting out doing anything. We just sitting around running our mouth about things we suspect, things we don't know, things we think might happen, etc. And that's not good too. The whole time we spend around sitting around gossiping about things we don't know, we could be somewhere walking somebody's track, getting you some fresh air and some exercise, because we found out also most people in America are vitamin D deficient. And that's because we don't get a lot of sunshine. We don't go outside. We stay outside, we peep outside, ooh, it's too hot out there, ooh, I'm not going that way. But look how God made the body. You get vitamin D from the sun. Isn't that something? The sun triggers the whole reaction in your body to make vitamin D. So if you never go out in the sun, then you don't have any vitamin D. Dark complected people are a little resistant to sun. The rays don't penetrate as well, so you may still need some supplement, but for sure, ask your doctor to check your vitamin D level. You'll feel a whole lot better, give you energy, make the bones and muscles really, really strong, so you'll feel a whole lot better. So make sure your doctor's checking your vitamin D level. The other place we went wrong, so our food is plentiful, but it's bad food, is that everything is automated. We don't have to do nothing anymore. The can opener, remember the old-fashioned can opener that you had to go around the little can and do this with your little hand? You don't have to do any of that anymore. All the can openers are electric. Our jobs, my granddad worked in fields all day long. He worked at a chalk mine. He walked back and forth to work. We don't have to do nothing anymore. In fact, I have patients who get mad when I won't give them a handicap sticker because they want to just park close to the front of the store. I said, so why you want a handicap sticker? Sometimes it be raining, and in and about when it rains, this old right shoulder sometimes give me a little misery, Dr. Walker. I said, on your way in that store, just keep moving that little shoulder around and hang your step right on in there, because I am not giving you a handicap sticker. There is a law of physics that says a body in motion tend to stay in motion. A body at rest tend to stay at rest. If you want to get stiff, go to bed. Go lay in a bed. Even when you're sick and got a cold or a flu, that's why we tell you to get up quicker. You go lay in that bed about a day or two, you can't hardly move when you get up. You walking like, ooh, holding on to the walls. We're trying to make it to the bathroom. So you have got to keep moving. God gave us our body for a reason. He gave us motion for a reason. The human body had hundreds of bones and muscles. He didn't do that just for you to sit down at a computer all day long. I had seen more carpal tunnel syndrome, neck pain, problems with people with arthritis in the neck, in the shoulders, the elbows, the knees, the lower back, and the feet. Because you know why? We have become a nation where all we're doing is sitting like this, looking straight ahead. I've had a patient, she watched the computer screen so long trying to finish her report, she had a grand mal seizure. Just sitting there. So I'm saying it's just not good. Get up and stretch. Even if your job is requiring a lot of computer work, get up and stretch and turn and all. Just don't sit there for 8 hours. I had another patient, they called me frantic for a job. Oh, Dr. Walker, in the name of Jesus, you got to do something. I said, okay, in his name, I'm ready. He said, we got a patient, she's tall, like you, and she's been sitting behind this little squished up desk all day, and we can't get her up. But she actually sat there so long, they could not get her up. So I just told her, work with a massage and push on and tug on and get up, and send her to the office the next day. But see, there come medication. Had to hit her with some steroids to get her muscles moving again. So you got to keep moving. The human body was not made for you to sit all day and do nothing. Okay, but your computer. So not only that, we got stairs. We don't do that no more. We do elevators. We do escalators. Nobody likes to run up and down stairs anymore. Did y'all know if you have a job with stairs, that's a good exercise? Just running up and down your stairs. Don't get on the elevator. Just hop on it, and I can scare you. Sometimes no elevators get stuck. That's how I scare my patients to take the stairs. I said, it's a frightening feeling to get stuck on the elevator. You'll be glad to hit them steps. You really would, because you're going to feel closed in. So we need to do elevators more. Do y'all remember in the old days, we used to do in the country, on Saturdays, you used to see young men in the yard washing their little cars, getting ready for their little dates and all that. You don't see young men in driveways anymore washing their cars. They don't do any of that. You know why? We just got automated car washers. We so automated, guess what? It's a funeral home in Detroit. You ain't even got to get out and come through and see the body. They got a drive-through funeral home where they roll the body up to the window and you go up there and peep in, and I guess you just nod your condolences and you just go on out. It's an automated funeral parlor. I said, what's disrespect? I just not believe that. I said, so when you go through, do you just do this here and come out or what? But they said they just roll it up and you just tell them who you on the thing. Who are you here to see? I'm here to see Joe Blow. They go get Joe Blow, roll it up there, and you peep in, and you go back. Now, you know we've gone too far. We have gone way too far with our automation. But look what it is. It's you not moving. That's the whole focus of healthcare now, is that American people resist movement. We done got to the point, we get mad when we have to move, and it's just not good. What would hurt you to just go to the funeral parlor, walk in there, sign a little book, show your respects, and come on out and give the family a hug. You drive through and you keep it moving. So everything is automated. Nothing requires you to move. Even our leisure is effortless. You know, we used to play ball on Saturdays and have ball teams, and everybody ripped and ran all day on Saturdays. Guess what we do now? We do this thing called go on a cruise. All my patients say, Dr. Walker, give me some for this and this and seasickness, because I'm going on a cruise. Well, what, anybody ever been on a cruise? By show of hands? Have you been on a cruise? What you do on a cruise? You eat the whole time. What the hell? You eat your way on the cruise. And all they say is, they'll say, the second deck ice cream. Then you go running up down the cruise once, and I was guilty too, because you get into a frenzy with it. And then they said the fourth deck hot dogs. I took off to the fourth floor. Fifth deck, they have chips and nachos. I shot up there too. And then I had to start saying, what are you doing? I was just following. See how we got that pack mentality? I was just following the pack. I saw them take off, my little roommates took off running. I grabbed my shoes and took off behind. And I didn't even want the stuff. So all you do is eat. So I'm saying we're not even doing any type of sports, anything that would help us get moving. We just cruise and we eat. The average person is gaining between 10 to 15 pounds on a cruise. Isn't that something? They come back and can't fit in nothing. And I don't even have hardly the clothes to wear back off the cruise. You know, trying to go through customs all tight. They're trying to pat you down thinking you got something in there, and it's these 15 pounds you done gained and you went over that. So all we do is go on cruises, and that's just not good. Video games. I'm seeing young people with tendonitis in their thumbs because all they do is do their videos all day long. And guess what?